Okay, so for my lesson this past week, a slight increase in enjoyment. There was I think above nine usefulness is quite a good indication. I think why they found it so useful is because a lot of them struggle with practical and struggle with the source of error. Those questions that we covered. Enjoyment, I felt like it wasn't a very enjoyable lesson because there's some parts that are boring. I can feel like they're bored. I can feel their vibes. But it was I guess it's higher than I expected. Okay, then the good things, the top three are engaging questions asked. I think I did this because whenever I sensed that they were getting bored, right? Then I would ask. Yeah, and just keep all of them, like force all of them to pay attention. Because when I ask, okay, guys, so if there's a contamination, right? So are we gonna over or underestimate how much I drew up? Or if there's an air bubble, right? Am I over or underestimating? Just point up or down. Then if they don't pay attention, they have no clue, they cannot answer. So all these small questions, although they're quite easy, right? If you're listening, it forces everyone to listen, and those who are not listening, it forces them to listen. So I purposely did that when I noticed they're getting bored, like, oh, nothing to do. Then I ask, how to answer the standard questions for practical that they find hard. They appreciated that. And then explaining every question in detail and very welcoming to their questions. So yeah, just like turning over every rock. Um, on the other hand, if I do this too much, it's also a downside because I overran the lesson, which is one of my thoughts. Right? I overran time. Surprisingly, no one actually gave a negative feedback about it. Like no one said, or don't overrun the time. Maybe because they also want the useful stuff from the practical. Or I guess a good thing is that I also uh informed them in advance we would overrun. Yeah, and I underestimated how much we overrun. I said I think 10 minutes, but no, we overrun 20 minutes. So last year it was we overran 30 minutes. So I'm glad I cut down some stuff. But I think I'm gonna put in that page, right, in OneNote. Gonna put a note there to say we overran by 20 minutes. Cut down even more. And the other thing, which I'm also gonna type in, is be careful about the 30 to 32-degree water thing. Confusion. See 2025 recording. Yeah, so I don't I've like it slipped past me when I was rehearsing. Then on the spot when I was actually teaching, I realized, wait, this doesn't make sense. Then I was a bit confused. Then I was like, let me think about this on the spot. But then that wastes people's time. The flow of the lesson is interrupted. So the good thing that I felt I did when I made when I encountered that problem was like instead of feeling very flustered and like a lot of imposter syndrome. It's like, oh man, I don't actually know what I'm talking about at this point. I let them know that I don't understand also. So I just was very honest with them and said like, hey, actually I'm also confused. What do you guys think this water is for? Like why do you think 32 degrees? What does it mean? And then they chime in and we discovered it together what it meant. We came to the best guess of what it meant together. So I think that was a good strategy for y'all to learn from also because there are times when students will ask you questions where it stumps you. And so uh instead of acting like I know, I was transparent, honest that yeah, I also am stumped. So let's find out answer together. Yeah, I think this was one thing that I was very afraid of when I started teaching for my first year. I asked other tutors like about this problem also. And then the other tutors, they all said to me this that it's okay, the students don't expect you to know everything about the syllabus even. They don't expect you to know everything. Like they are very forgiving. If you don't know something and you need to check and you tell them and you just be honest, right? They won't leave you for just because of that. Like if you don't know things very consistently, then maybe they will start to be, doubtful about your knowledge. But they don't actually expect perfection. So if you guys have that fear, I'm just telling you, it's not something to be afraid of. Okay, then there was a student who said that my voice was a bit too soft. This is an online student, and I was like, hey, the mic is quite close to me. Then I'm speaking quite loud. The mic quite close already. So I'm sure it's his problem, his computer. So I just messaged him and I told him, hey, I think it's your earbuds probably got problem. Just try a new one. Try another one. Okay, Chelsea, your turn.
Okay, for me, firstly, the Thursday Sec 4 from last week's, it dropped a bit lah. But the class size became a lot bigger, so it became a more realistic number. I think,
Okay,
yeah,
wait, say,
number one
say
is,
again. Which one became bigger?
the class size was a lot bigger.
For sec 4 or sec 3?
Sec 4.
Oh, okay. How many students?
There were 10, I think, in total. But I think a lot of
Oh,
them were attending as makeup.
oh, okay. Okay. And you are saying 10 like physically.
Yeah.
And how many do you think we can fit? Like if you take the chairs over from the side room beside us, how many more do you think we can fit?
Um, I'm not sure if it will be comfortable for students though, because the tables
Hmm.
are very, very small.
Hmm. That's true. If they had to share and sit, okay. Let's say don't share a table. Just like how many slots are there?
Then I think there will be 10 or 11.
Hmm. Okay. If too many students come, right? You can get them to share the table. That means like one person will sit at the side, at the end of the table, drag the chair there, and there are extra
Mm,
chairs in the other room.
mm.
Yeah. In Sec 4, when you teach it, right, is there another tutor in the other room?
Yes.
I see. So you try going to the small room first. There's another small room, might have extra chairs in there.
Which other
Then
small room ah?
it's like, when you go to the other tutor's room, right? Then you continue moving in that direction. There's another room and
Inside
there's a
the
door.
room?
No, it's like beside the other tutor's room. Beside.
Oh, okay. Maybe I've never noticed it before.
Yeah, it's there's a door. So you will notice the door, then you can go in. And you can take the chairs, but then must put them back.
Okay.
Yeah. If everything goes well with the rental place, we sh I mean I will move as soon as I can. So we won't have to use this room for much longer. Yeah.
Okay.
Probably no, I think 2 weeks is a bit too optimistic. Probably 3 to 4 weeks from now. Like if the classroom is too full, right? I can ask Work Central if they have time slot for Thursday, and then we can switch up there to Work Central. Okay? Just tell me if it's too
Okay.
full.
I think for now it's still okay.
Yeah. If you run into the problem, then we can pivot to that solution. Okay, you can continue.
Yep, then for Sec 3 it's around the same lah, not much difference. Can scroll down.
Number of secretaries that attend physically last week.
6.
Okay.
Yep, then for the Saturday and Monday class, the Saturday one was around the same. Monday one did improve a bit lah.
Okay. Take note your Sec 3 Thursday, right? This coming week onwards may have a few extra students
Oh, okay,
because
okay.
the Sec 4s may join in. So I also print extra worksheets.
Oh, are they starting to join from this week already?
Let me find actually. I think Grace sent me. Grace. She's compiling and she's going to make it available to you also, the sheet, so that you can see exactly how many students are coming.
Okay. They're all paying 75 per lesson, is it?
No, I make the rate a bit different. So I want to incentivize them to do more, right? So 75 is when they have 12 lessons, which is all the way to the end of Sec 3. 80 is
Mm,
when they have 4 lessons or more. 85 is when they choose one lesson at a time. So I really want to discourage people from choosing the lower number of lessons.
Then for my commission, what value will we use?
We use 75.
Okay.
So the 80, 85 people, right? Yeah, even though there's a bit more for those lessons that they join, I use that to pay our assistant for doing all this extra admin invoicing work.
Okay.
Yeah,
For
so okay,
those Sec 3 lessons, like,
7.
do I give the Sec 4s as much attention as the Sec 3s? Like, do I ask them the same amount of questions?
Oh, okay, you can take them as like so-called very good students, so you can ask them all the hard questions.
Oh, okay, lor. Okay.
Uh, yeah, but do you give them the same amount of attention? Are you thinking of like maybe focus more on the sec threes?
Because for most of the Sec 3s, it's like their first time learning.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, I feel like if I don't prompt them enough, then I just give all the
Mm,
Sec 4s the questions, then it's like,
mm,
not sure if they'll learn properly.
yes. You got to make it more fair.
Okay, I will try.
Mm. Yeah, the sec fours you can ask them the harder ones, harder questions. So that way it won't be too easy for them, right? And also like if you ask all the same difficulty, then the sec threes will take quite long. But then the sec four, they'll be like, oh, easy, this answer.
Hmm.
Mm. But the sec fours
Okay.
who are joining, the chances are they are also very bad at the topic. That's why they're joining.
Okay.
So they're better than sec three, but probably they also are, their content probably not strong.
Mm.
Okay, as of now, right, you have two people coming for this week execution. Two people,
Okay.
Thursday. Okay, let me just ask Grace something. Okay, so let's go to this one.
Yep. So for the good feedback, um, I think in general it's quite like regular stuff. Okay, in particular the Sec 3 feedback, quite a few of them they say that they like the pace lah, which is good.
Hmm. Okay,
Yeah.
understand. Yeah, let's do the bolding of the three top things. So yeah, that's one. Then the others.
Yep.
You
Then
can you choose? Yeah, choose two more. I both for you.
uh they like that the lesson is fun and useful for the Sec 4.
Fun and useful. Nice. So how do you make it fun? I felt like it was a bit boring for like this content. How do you make
Actually, I
it
thought it
fun?
was a bit boring also lah, but I
Interesting.
guess the student found it fun.
Okay. Okay. Then the last one you choose.
Explaining clearly right below. Yeah.
Hmm. Okay. Hmm. Yeah, nice. Right. Continue.
Yeah, then
Oh, this
these are
is last
from
time,
last
right?
week's.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's get this.
There was one secretary that said have more blanks for the mind maps and stuff. But we've
Hmm.
talked about this before, lah. So I think next lesson I'll just let them know our rationale.
You have I mean, you have blank paper that is in the Sec 3 classroom.
I bring blank paper every lesson.
Oh, great. Yeah. Maybe make it accessible. Put it down on one of the
Mm,
tables and say like, hey, anyone wants, just come take.
okay.
Yeah. And then actually, instead of bringing every lesson, you could just leave it in the room with the worksheets. Maybe
Okay.
it's easier for you.
Okay.
Okay. Then Sec 4 could include graph practice. Yeah, we have in other lessons. This lesson already too much stuff. Slow down, because there's a lot of content. But what do you feel about the slow down thing for the Sec 4s?
Once again, I think it was a minority.
Okay, okay. Then we can move past that. Okay, Melvin, your turn.
For mine, generally, the enjoyment is around the same, but the usefulness increased quite a bit. For the feedback one is basically one student said that continue to be positive and kind. Then my own thoughts is that I taught some additional stuff that can help them to determine what kind of cash collection method, because there was one that in the diagram that we draw is the downward delivery method. So when I was teaching, I was like, I thought that maybe they may wonder why is it I choose that kind of delivery method. So I just taught something a bit extra, and they kind of
Oh.
liked it lah. Yeah,
Hmm. Downward delivery versus upward. So what's the upward?
that means basically it's due to the density of the gases. Because
What? Hmm.
some gases they are heavier, so you use the downward delivery method, it's able to collect. But if it's like those lighter gases like hydrogen, then you tend to go up. So that's why you use a upward delivery. Then,
Interesting. Okay.
then water delivery is for if those is that's like nitrogen where it's like insoluble in water. I think
Hmm.
those are chemistry lah. So I just
Oh,
check.
cool. So the one in the worksheet last week, I mean, in the lesson, producing CO2,
Mm,
and then our improvement was gas range, right?
yeah.
But the gas range is above. Does it matter? Is that considered upward?
No, like the you because you collect the gas downward, then you put the tube connect it to the gas range.
So the range is below.
No, no, no. Like uh in the diagram that you draw in your rehearse, right, is you
Mm.
have the test tube there, you collect the gas there, and then you have a delivery tube upwards which connects to the syringe.
Mm.
Yeah, so it doesn't
Isn't
matter.
that upward?
No, that's considered downwards. The gas collection is downwards. But you use a syringe, that one is how you collect the gas using the gas syringe. It's like an instrument.
Yeah, I'm asking because I also want to learn like about the difference. So let me find look at my picture. Okay, this one. So yeah, the left test tube, right, is the reaction happening. Is the yeast test tube, the left
Mm,
one.
yeah.
Yeah. So I'm asking you, is this considered upward, downward?
This one is not really considered like upward, downwards, or like water delivery. Like what I told them is like if let's say you want to use another kind of gas collection method, you can use like upward or downward, or like the water delivery to collect the gas, and then you measure the volume.
Huh,
Yeah.
interesting. I never seen a downward gas delivery. I'm looking at the yeah, I'm looking at it now on Google. Interesting. Okay, okay. I feel like this is not gonna be relevant to bio though. I've never seen this in bio,
I
in
just shared
O-level
that
bio.
lah, just in case that let's say during when they do their planning or whatsoever, the diagram they let's say in exams they require them to draw a diagram of how they collect the gas or whatsoever. I just shared extra.
It's okay. Yeah, it's okay that you share extra things. It's really okay. Even if it's FYI, even if it's never tested, it's also okay. But if your motivation to share it, right, is because it might get tested, I feel like the chance is way too low. If you want to share an FYI thing, it's nothing wrong. Yeah, but I don't think it is gonna be possibly tested also. At least in O level pure bio. Yeah.
Okay.
So but sharing FYI things is fine. As long as you have time out.
Yeah, I didn't overrun so yeah.
Nice. Yeah, actually, how do you not overrun this lesson? How do you do it so fast?
I think I just kept to the pacing that was written. Basically, actually, after I saw that you overran by 20 minutes,
Mm,
and I saw that Chelsea managed to keep the
mm,
time. So I rearranged the time such that because every time like we all send the lesson recordings, right? There's the timestamp of
mm.
how many minutes and etc. So I just based on Chelsea's timing instead.
Ah, cool.
Yeah.
Okay, that's nice. That's nice. Then yeah, so I'm like the guinea pig. I get the first test. Then if I ever run, you all know. Okay, good. Feedback for past week. Yeah, this one?
This one was
Ah.
the last week one. Yeah.
Wait, what do you mean last week? You mean like the practical, right?
Yeah, the practical one.
Okay. Yeah, I
Yeah.
see. I read it. Do you think this is a okay, majority did say thumbs up, huh? Do you feel like you gave enough time already?
It's actually because I'm on Zoom, right? Then I always ask, like, this guy is a new student. So generally my class style is every time where I'll give time to copy, and then where majority of, like, let's say about 90% of the people finish, they'll put the thumbs up. So that's
Hmm.
where it's like an indication for me to move on now.
Hmm.
Because in um I think I think it was like one of the PM private message when I messaged one of my students and asked them about feedback. Then one of them mentioned said that sometimes I give too much time to copy. So that's why last time I used to make sure say that everyone copy finish then I move on. So now I changed it a bit to make it like majority of people I see once everybody's done, then I move on.
Okay.
Yeah. So for time constraint.
Hmm. Okay. More dry than normal lessons. Yeah. Then say more talking. Yeah, this is I also felt the more talking than normal, which is why I asked more questions. So yeah, let's try to avoid long stretches of us talking because it gets boring. Yeah. Anything else you want to say about this, Melvin? Or you like
No.
already here? Okay, good. Let's go to number 2. Hmm. So in the check-in that we sent today, we asked them, what do you feel you improved since you joined TBT? And the purpose of that, I told you last time, is because we are getting information to write a personalized post-it to send them all a mail. And the mail we'll send them at the end of this month. The purpose is to encourage them for prelim because they're going to be mugging a lot. Now, when you reply the check-in, right, some people will give very short answers. So try to tease out more info from that. Just ask them a bit more to make them elaborate. So example, someone said to me a very short one of like, oh, my content improved. Then I was like, okay, that's so little. Then I asked, how do you think that impacted or impacts how you answer questions? So now they're going to give me back more elaborated content that we can actually use. Okay, so some students, they will write very lazy short answer. You just prompt a bit to get them to elaborate. Okay, next update. Notion updates, I feel like don't have this past week. Okay, y'all have any clarifications? Questions? So, Sec 3 lessons, right? I have made public to the Sec 4s, our current Sec 4s, that hey, if you want to join extra ones for revision, you can. We charge you at a discounted price because you're already our student. Yeah, and then Chelsea, the commission, you will get paid based on 75, and they will just join your class. And for the next time slot that we're opening, we thought of Saturday 1 to 3 p.m. Now we're cancelling because we realized it's too rush for Chelsea. There's not enough time to look at my lesson recording and do the rehearsing. So we will wait until we get the data. Then Chelsea also gonna ask your students this Thursday. After that, then we can probably make a better decision when is a good time slot to open. Yeah, the priority should be the Sec 3s, okay? Because the Sec 3s are probably going to increase to the end of the year. And we don't want to choose a time slot where the Sec 4s are very happy, but the Sec 3s cannot come. That is like a bit wasted of a Sec 3 time slot. Okay, yeah, so there's the Sec 3 updates. Any more things you all want to ask about?
I don't have any.
Okay. Rental place update is that they accepted my offer and I am currently waiting for URA to. So URA is like the government body for deciding what each piece of land is used for. So I have to apply for a change of use because it's an office, but now we want to make it tuition center. So I've applied and we're waiting for that. They might reject. Low chance, but yeah, that's one hurdle we have to get past. After that, I will have to review the contract line by line, very long contract. And then once I sign it, then I have to get a contractor to do some renovations. Then we can move in. Yeah. So that's the timeline. So this one is done already. This one done. Make this smaller for future.